Hello, people of YouTube, people of Internet, and people of world. It is I, the Classic Juan, coming to you from my ever-growing retro gaming room and stream place. Yes, so it is April 24th, a great Tuesday, and we will be streaming some more Sweet Home for you guys today. That is right, we will continue our journey. So this is going to be the video before the last video for this game. How do I know that? Because, well, on Friday we're gonna have an extra special long stream to complete this game. So today we're gonna do as much as we can in the next hour or so, and then on Friday starting at about 9 on, we're just going to power through it. So I know you guys don't normally tune in at 9 to see me. You guys have been kind of saving that time for our good friend Mr. Senor, but I'm going to confiscate that day, and we will be utilizing it to finish Sweet Home. That way when May rolls around, we can hit Resident Evil Director's Cut hard, and we would just power through that game. So that's kind of the plan this week. So I hope you guys are ready for that, because I sure am. Just a quick caveat about the way the rest of this game is going to go. So the way the game is obviously really heavy on puzzles and dungeons and kind of figuring it all out. Fun stuff. Figuring it all out. And so I may be using the walkthrough a little bit heavier here at the end, just because it gets a little convoluted with the way the things have to work out. And so I'm not going to try to use it really if I can avoid it. But obviously I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time kind of meandering either. So we're gonna kind of try to do the best of both worlds here. All right. So as far as our beverage selection for the day, which is I know what Jack of all Games has been waiting for to see, is going to be a beer by Hops and Grains here in Austin. It's called, ooh, that doesn't look right. Let's block this a little bit. It's called Greenhouse. Greenhouse. There we go. It's a IPA, an India Pale Ale. This beer is kind of unique. I do know you well. This beer is kind of unique, especially from Hops and Grains. And the reason that it's unique is that they brew these greenhouse beers in small batches, and they're always kind of using different hops and different grains to make this beer. And so the taste of the beer is never the same from batch to batch. So if I were to buy this beer, say in 4 or 5 months again, the flavor would be not specifically 100% different, but you'd get different hints and different aromas just from the variability of the hops that were used to make that beer. And so that is what kind of makes this unique. So you never have the same experience twice, unless of course you buy a 6-pack of the same small batch. And so I think that's kind of an awesome idea by Hops and Grains. And so I've never had one of these, so I'm kind of excited to taste it. Knowing I only bought one, so I know that the next one that I have may not necessarily be the same flavor that I have today, which is kind of cool, I think. It's kind of like a memory. It's this fleeting moment. This is the same thing with the beer. It's like a memory. It's this fleeting idea. And so for you guys who don't or who haven't watched previously, or now starting to get into the beer day gamers, myself and Jack of all Games are really mindful about putting our beer in the proper glassware. And we use glassware because, one, it's important just for the beer. And so, not to sound like a beer snob or anything like that, but you get really good, you really get to hit all your senses. Visually, you get to see what the beer looks like. You get to see how much head is in it. You also get good aromas, and so that kind of fills out the flavor a little bit, profile of the beer. And so if none of that floats your boat, for no other reason than to just get the carbonation out of your beer. When you pour this beer into a glass, it foams, and that foam is that carbonation. If you put that in your stomach when you eat later, or when you dance later, that stuff gets all thrown up, fluffed up, and so that foam is going to come up. And so it's either going to come up inside your body or out in the glass. And so we like out in the glass because, well, we feel better after drinking our beer. So here we go. Let's pour this guy in. And we do it just like that. See that foam? This glass is built for holding and retaining good, as Gabe likes to call it, head on this beer. And so we're not going to get all the beer in the glass here because, well, this glass is built for head. And so, great smell. You could definitely smell the hops in there. This is our color here, because science. That's right. This is our good, nice color. A lot of head. This glass is built for that. And so look at that. This is picturesque beer right here. Look at this picturesque beer right here. This is what we like to see. This is the kind of beer that you want. If somebody served you this and gave you the rest of your can, you would enjoy this. This. Look at that. Look at that. I should take a picture of this and put it up on the Instagram, but I'm not gonna, because I just fleeting moment. Thanks for being here, guys. Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna have to buy all the Bearded Gamers a glass just like this one. All right. So we're gonna let that sit and marinate a little bit, and we will get to that. We'll get to that first taste. I'm already ready for it. But in the meantime, we will get to our game, which is Sweet Home. So let's do this thing, and let's do it well. Here we go. Picking up from where we left off. All right. So obviously you guys can hear the dudes in the background crunching about. Turn the volume up here so I can see a little better. And so what I need to do is, because the way that the game's going to progress here a little bit, is I need to make adjustments to my team here in a minute. And so I don't think I need to do that quite yet. I don't need to do that now, but I'm going to. And so we want Taro and Asuka in one team and everybody else in another team. And so what we'll go ahead and do is, the teams are already kind of built that way. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Oh, I already had that team. Taro and Asuka. How convenient is that? Alright. So let's do this. So we're going to go to this first room here, which has got some rats in it. And there's a bunch of like knights walking around. Or I shouldn't say knights, but like armored knights walking around. And so that's what all that noise is. So we'll get to them hopefully eventually here. Alright, so we're going to come in this room. And so what we need to grab is, if these annoying rats would get out of my way, are these candles here. Alright, so we'll jot the rope for now. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Alright. So these candles are going to get used up, so that space will come back to us. So, oh, how convenient, we ran into a knight. So, attack, and we will call. Done. I always wonder if you can get like two battles going on simultaneously. Who knows? Ooh, big hits. We're getting big hits now. Oh, jumping left, I guess. All right. Let's see, look here. Da-ka-da. Can have this. It fits. And we'll fight you. Because why not? Need some experience. Need to gain some experience here. We'll hit hard and we'll call. Plus the knights walking around sound is just annoying. Just so annoying. Got it. Switch it up here. Go to this next one. Should already have one. Oh. Gotta look first. Item. Look at this. Placed it. Let's light it up. Nothing happened. I think we need one more. It looks like we need one more. Bow, low key. Okay. Yeah, so let me actually do this. Okay, land me here real quick to leave the team. Come on over. Come on over. Come on over, baby. I don't know why that song came into my mind. Let's see. Stay here. Looks like you need one more. It does look that way, doesn't it? Alright, let's finish pouring this beer here. Oh, I got close to the edge. Did I miss? Nope, did not. Barely. Nice. Alright. this is our beer. Here. Look at that. Pristine looking. Let's take a sip because I know, well, that's what we're here for, kind of, in part. So if you guys are legal drinking age, salute. If you're not, well, salute to your non-alcoholic beverage. And once you turn 21 and you can enjoy alcoholic beverages, we'll see if this is one worth having. Hops. And there's something in here that's familiar, but I can't clean it out. You know, it's almost like a smokiness, like a mesquite or something that's there, but I just can't capture it. It's fantastic though. So yes, definitely one that I would pick up. Alright. This. Oops. Somi's got these things. Suka's got nothing. Team. Oops. Excellent. Nice. Pick, use. Pick, use. Too many keys. That's why we keep all the keys with the same guy. That way we don't have issues. Try all the keys. Try all the keys. Alright. Chiro, study. Alright, so I actually can't look at anything here, so we'll come talk to this guy because clearly that's what they want me to do. The mic is a bit low, maybe too far from face. Maybe it is too far from my face. Tell me if this is better. How about this? This is where I'm gonna leave it. Let me know if this is okay. Yamamura, you're safe. You've done well. Now enter her room by the lower right door. Good luck. Now go. Alright, so what we want to do is look at this guy. We got a cutting axe. So cut axe. Cut axe is the most powerful axe in the game. So let's see what we got going on here. So we got the shiny spear. I think shiny spear's where it's at with the spears. Yep. Shiny spear. A flash knife. Flash knife's legit. And we got another cut axe somewhere else. I think we're going to replace the flash knife because it's 77 and 32, whereas the cut axe is 112 and 45. So we'll replace this. Alright, and we actually need this ring. Throw it in here. I don't think I have the guy with the camera. Yeah, no camera. Oh well. We won't get to see this fresco. Sorry, guys. The fresco will actually say, when the two meet, flash! It's yours. That's what the fresco says. Alright. Leave. We out this busy. Alright, so there's a tonic there, so we'll keep that in mind. Item, pick, use. Use. Alright. So what are we down? What are we down? So we got a ring. I think we're still down a candle. Oh, I think I know where I need to go. These guys have a... Ah, damn it. We go fight night! Oh, it's fight night. We fighting! We fighting! We got an open space? Yes we do. Alright, sweet skis. Alright, so I'm only taking the team of 2 because the rat room is just such a pain in the butt. I don't know if anybody took a hit there, but... Up. 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 Just a pain in the butt, these rats. You know what? I'm missing a candle from somewhere. Let me see where I missed it. Candle ring. I already had a candle. Picked up a candle there. Okay, so we don't have to worry about the candles just yet. It appears that that may be a later on thing. Yeah, that whole rat situation is super annoying, man. But hey, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Alright, so it seems like we're not gonna get the third candle here. So we'll just roll out. Let's make sure that the right... we have to have the same person to have both rings here to proceed. Oh, damn it. Not what I wanted to do. Oh, that worked out. Alright, so who's got the ring? And who in the other party has the ring? That's gonna be Kazuo. doesn't work. Oh wait, yes it does. Man, I got my parties all confused here. Whoops, didn't mean to skip that. He speaks. Who goes there? I serve Ichiru. By his order none shall pass. Why have things? The ring is shining. The ring is shining. He speaks. Is that you, sir? I've done as you asked. None have passed. Or no. Farewell, good sir. And just like that, he's gone. This beer is very much an IPA. It is like everything that you would want in an IPA right here. I highly recommend. Jack of all Gabes, if you haven't had a greenhouse IPA from Hops and Grain, recommend. Go get one right now, otherwise it won't taste like this. Gets better with every sip. Yes, it does. Alright. Who disturbs me? Who disturbs my slumber? Alright, this is where it gets dicey, where the teams are important, so that's kind of why I'm making sure that I do all the things the right way. Okay, first team. We did not break your child's tomb. Please stop this. If you watch the movie, you know that isn't true. Be brave. She's up ahead. Return to your sleep, Mamiya. Give me my baby. Creepy. You shall die. A barrier? After all this? Don't worry, I will take care of this. While I can't be with you, never underestimate the power within you! It's the only way to overcome Lady Mamiya. So long. Be at peace, Mamiya. Be at peace. She's strong. But you must be all the stronger. Oh, shit. Got some Indiana Jones stuff happening right here. That's a Nintendo cutscene for you right there. Couldn't run. Your powers are meaningless against me. Ah, seizure inducing. Where am I? I must have been knocked unconscious. Oh, the fireplace! Alright. Alright. Actually, let me see what items I have. Well, I clearly need this key. The question is, which one of these things? I guess I can drop one of these tonics. Come back for it if I really need it. It's cleaned. I need the tool, diary, photo, and coffin. But clearly, that's a clue. Alright. Stand in the corner between the bed and the pink cabinet and face the bed. Dress. Alright. Where am I? Where am I? Alright, let's see here. Whoops. Boo. A quick glance, the image looks like someone pulling the guys out of someone. Pulling the guts out of someone. Yes, I can see that. I'd assume this is gold key status. Image looks like someone pulling the guts out of someone. Yeah. So if this doesn't look familiar. Oh, damn it. Got attacked by a bat. More of a nuisance than oh, a skull. More of a nuisance than anything else, really. Alright, so the importance of getting that dress was that now with the dress we can have unlimited prayer attacks. So that'll be helpful for us kind of going forward. So I'm just gonna gain some experience here and just find a good reason to use one of these tonics here. Oh. Alright, I guess I can't team up. Get everybody to the area before kill this dude. Alright. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Let's go back to that room where we were. We hitting hard. Oh, you know what I need to check? I need to check if that flash knife is stronger than any of these other weapons that some of these characters have. Just because I dropped it. Taro has a silver sword. Strongest weapon of the game, so no. And a shiny spear. Also a hard no. Alright, so we're good. So we're going here. Alright, so the question is, what's next? So we completed all this. We did that. Level 16, 17, is that right? We've been like one level shy of where they wanted us to be. 2 levels shy of where they wanted us to be. So that's okay. So we're about to face some tougher enemies here. So from the fireplace room, simply head into the fireplace. So, anybody have item space? Of course not. You guys have item space? Nerp. Oh well. Alright, so we're going to fireplace. pretty sure the 10 experience that this thing's going to give me isn't really going to help me a whole lot. A gate. Of course, nothing happened. Oh, there's a hole in the wall here. Four doors. Alright. Let's see here. So we need to get 3 slides, it looks like. So this is kind of unfortunate where I need to use the guide a little more just because of the direction of where I need to run. Go to the corridor to the right of the fireplace room and enter the door at the bottom right. Actually, I think I need to go down one. Don't know. To get in this room. No. I need to go outside to where the generator was. There's a door that's locked there that I need to get to. So luckily these enemies at this time don't really pose a whole lot of threat. See if I can ever find my way outside. No. Falling stuff, great. Wisp. Got me. Oh shit. Well, crap. Actually, I don't even know if I have rope. Damn it. I thought it froze. Oh yeah, I thought it froze for a second too. The bow should work. That was close. Mm. Now I have to find a piece of wood. This is fucking annoying. Got to be a piece of wood somewhere around here that I left behind. Alright, I'm gonna try something. If this works, oh no, I did a stupid thing. Never mind. That room right there is the room that I need to get into. Not this one, the closed room, that one there. But I need to find a piece of wood before we can progress, because I don't want to leave any of these characters behind. Such a pain. Well, I know where there may be a piece. It's back at the beginning, though. Oh, that was dumb. So, we'll have to make our way back to the beginning, unfortunately. I don't even know why I tried to cross that area. I should have known better. See, and I was trying to get my character to fall in there so that I could pull them out with a rope, but I can't do that. They won't fall unless the wood breaks. No wood here. No wood. Huzzah! Item. We'll come back for the boots. See, and all these like items are oddly enough left exactly where you place them. Ooh. So if I was smart enough, I would have remembered that there was a piece of wood there that I had left from before. But obviously, we've been playing this game over the last 6 weeks, so that would have been difficult to remember. Oops. Party. Saga. There we go. Okay. So nobody has a pick. Okay, so I have to go back and grab a pick because the room that I'm about to go in has a load of ice in it. if I remember correctly, even between saves. Yes, even between saves. Which reminds me, I should probably save. Even between saves, everything stays right where you left it, which is kind of the cool thing about the game too, in that it does that. So if you were to map it out for yourself as you played through the game, which was a thing that I like to do back in the day, you could remember where you left all your, or you can't, obviously you wouldn't remember, but everything that where you left everything would be right where it was, even in between saves. So, which I think is pretty cool. Two. So there should be a pick up here somewhere that I left behind. I don't know where I left it. Oh, you know what? I might have left it in the fireplace. Let's go back to the fireplace. Because clearly my memory sucks. Alrighty. Yes, there it is. Alright. Off we go. Getting really good at this management of these menus. Can you get it at the original spot, or do you have to remember where you left it? You have to remember where you left it. The original spot, once you take it from that area, it's done. It's not going to respawn there. Wherever it is that you take it and you leave it, that's where it'll stay. I think the way that it remembers a lot of that is that you can't drop an item in a random spot. You have to exchange one item for another item. So I think that somehow facilitates the system in remembering what to wear. Actually, that's not the way I wanted that to go down, but oh well, here we are. That door right here, I think. Yes, okay, and I have the pick, correct? Yes, I do. Shoot, is this the gold key? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. Step in here. Push the bronze statue. Okay. Another slide. Just checking to see if I'm gonna need this pick anymore after this. And it does not appear so. Okay, we're gonna drop the pick and pick up the tonic and this guy. And it appears like I went through all that trouble to pick it up for nothing because I didn't even need it. Oops. Apparently we're just going to take some damage here, and that's about the gist of that. Alright. South to the door to the projector room is the open door that leads to the garden in front of the mansion. That I don't know where that is. The projector room. Did I miss this room at some point? I must have missed this room at some point. Let me quick look for the... Nope. I don't know where the projector room is, so I'm assuming it's in here in this area, and I just missed it somehow, some way. Shape and or form. Alright, let's call our buddies. Yes. Alright, give me one quick second, guys. Projector room. Gotta find the projecting room. Gotcha. Híjole. Die, you! I thought I said die, you. We in the wrong area. We in the wrong area. And away we go. Oh, missed the turn. Using Zelda Nintendo as reference, how big is the total map? I would say the map in and of itself is not... Let's say this. The map itself isn't large, but the maps are layered and there's rooms inside of rooms. And so I would say, like, if you were to separate all the rooms out in comparison to the Zelda map, it's probably a lot bigger in relation to like area that you have to cover and the frequency that you have to go back and forth. But in like what should be the condensedness of the mansion, it's obviously a lot smaller, just layered, because everything is like rooms and stairs and all that kind of stuff. And so I'd say it's technically smaller, but for what it is with the rooms and all that, it's larger. Like once you take the rooms into consideration. Of course, I get into a fight right away. You know, now that I hard think about it, I think this map is definitely larger. Plus, like I said, when you take into account the rooms and everything. Like, I think about the amount of walking and running I did in the Zelda game while I was streaming it, and it doesn't seem like it was nearly as long as this one. It's a hound! Just tonic up everybody, make sure everybody's in a good place. Alright. Slide. Look. Item. Slide. A man. A baby. No! Damn it. Shit. She's so far away. Híjole. Well, we're just gonna run. Could probably knock him out with one hit. Dangerous to be alone, but we're pretty strong right now, so should be okay. We're at a high level in a weak part of the house, so that should be okay for us. An evil doll. You know, the blinking of the eyes is terrifying on that doll. Just terrifying, the blinking of the eyes. That's really what gets you. Like if these worms were moving, that would totally change the whole thing. You know what? I'm just gonna wait out here. One more slide. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. That was a dirt deed. It was done dirt cheap. Alright, we did take some damage running through those thorns, but it was nominal. Alright, so let's do this thing. Let's finish it off. Oops. Let's look. The baby and wife are burning. If you've seen the movie, you know what's up. No spoilers, but you know what's up. Alright. Alright. And now we pray. Prayer. stairs. Oh. Stupid dog. That's a lot of damage, dog. Alright. So we will call it here for tonight. So what do we got left to do? How far have we gotten? How much more do we have? So we got to find the iron keys in photo, explore the dungeons behind the fireplace, and then the final stage is all we have left. So maybe about another 2, maybe 3 hours of gameplay maximum, and we're gonna knock all of that out on Friday with you guys. So that's tomorrow's Wednesday, followed by Thursday, followed by the finale, epic finale of Sweet Home, the originator of the Resident Evil saga. So if you want to see what this game ends like with all 5 characters still alive, please come join me Friday night. I can't promise you how long we'll go. I can't promise you what's going to happen. Heck, I might even get Jack of all Games if he's available, and Mr. Senor, or maybe Mr. Memorandum on the Discord, and we'll just chit chat and have some good old fun while I play to the end of this game. So who knows what's going to happen, but Friday at 9 we will run the gambit to finish off this game so that we can see how it ends and move on in our Resident Evil saga as we continue forward. So that's the goal. So once again, if you haven't had it, Greenhouse IPA by Hops and Grains. Great beer. This one is definitely fantastic, so if you have the opportunity to go get some, I'd get it now, because in a couple months it'll taste like something else. And this one has a great flavor, so please go out and grab one of those if you have the opportunity to and are of legal drinking age. So thanks for hanging out with me, Jack of all Games. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Remember, the chat is always open. You can always come by and visit and chat and enjoy the streams. So like the video if you like it, subscribe it if you really enjoy these streams. Remember, Jack of all Games, 8:30 is on Mondays. You can always catch me, TheClassicJuan, Tuesdays here at 9 p.m. Central Time. Memorandum is no longer doing videos, but he has been replaced by Mr. Senor, which we will be cracking the whip on here shortly, so that he can get to going on Friday evenings for you guys on a more consistent basis, because once Mr. Senor gets those board games going, oh man, is that Friday going to be great. And who knows, maybe we'll have some special guests drop by and do some streams on Wednesdays and Thursdays for you guys, just to keep the party going. So follow us on Instagram, follow us on our YouTube, and I look forward to seeing you guys on Friday for the epic finale of Sweet Home. Until then, you know what to do, and that's keep it classic.